been a minute, and your boy is finally back. And it's been like 2 months that I was actually making videos like this, like just me talking to you guys. And then I just started doing podcasts, for like good 2 months. I had like a lot of guests on. I'm sure you already seen the videos, or you've seen the shorts on Instagram, all the clips and stuff. So you know what's been going on. And that was like season 1 of podcast, and I kind of wanted to try new things out. I wanted to see how it is if I go to that route, and I really want to see like if it's something for me. And it's been 2 months. I had a lot of guests on. I had like 11 guests on my podcast style videos, and I had like a couple other guests, just like for the, like different type of videos on my channel, and I really enjoyed it. Like it was, you meet different people, you learn a lot, your networking gets like better. It's just like, it's a really nice thing, and I felt like it's just not the time right now. And a lot of times we have ideas, we have the capability, and we have the abilities to execute certain decisions and ideas, but it's just not the right time. You have to kind of take care of different things. You have to move to like a different direction, get certain things done, and then get there. Like you cannot just skip A to Z. Like you gotta go like certain processes. And I felt like one of the main reasons that I started my channel was to document my journey, document my lessons and my experiences. And I felt like I just haven't been doing that. Like I was making some like fitness related self-development content, and I felt like I wasn't really sharing a lot of my lessons. I did, like, especially in this past couple of months after 2024, but before that I wasn't really doing it. And then I was dabbling around a lot of different content styles, different niches, and I felt like it's just not me, and I don't want to box myself in this like self-improvement channel. And I'm pretty big on like self-documentation. I want to be a self-documentation channel, like document everything I do, and I want to be more open with what I do, because if people can't relate to you, if people can't learn from your mistakes and your lessons, then what's the point? Like you don't want to be this like fake person like preaching and stuff. And I feel like at times I was that person. I wasn't really being open, and I wasn't really sharing my mistakes, like a lot of it. But the whole point is like kind of document everything that I want to do. And like with podcasts, again, you learn a lot from other people, but it just wasn't like that, because I felt like I lost the connection with my audience, and I didn't want it to be like that. So long story short, I'm gonna start making more videos like this, more one-on-one type videos. And I'm gonna definitely bring on a lot of guests. I love bringing on guests because you get to learn different things, and like you get to see different perspectives. Like that's the beautiful thing about having guests on. But at least for now, like I'm not gonna really pursue this podcasting because it's just not the right timing. It's not the right season. And I've been really mainly more focused on like business and stuff, like growing my coaching business. And I've been transitioning online. Like I have like my own mentor right now. Like I've been learning from him, and I'm going to that direction. And with my channel, I want to kind of use that to kind of teach my experiences and my lessons and my insights, whether it's fitness related, self-development, mindset, all other aspects. Like I don't want it just to be podcast, because it's kind of not necessarily limiting, but it's just I'm not able to properly connect with you guys, and that's not something that I like, at least for now, because I want to connect with you guys. And that's the whole point that I started YouTube, is that it allows me to actually express what I want to say, express my ideas and my vision, and at least for now, like the podcasting is just gonna put it away. I really enjoyed it, to be honest. I really loved it. Like it was something I felt like I can 100% do this. It's something that I can see myself doing in the future later on, but not for now. And yeah, we're back to like the usual style of content, but with a better, clear plan. And I want to actually document everything, because it's just, I don't want to just be that preacher, like a lot of people been preaching. And I gave a lot of advice from my experiences, but I feel like at times I was just rephrasing things from other people, and I just felt like it's just not really something interesting. But at the end of the day, like the internet, everything is said the same way, just like 100,000 times, million ways, 2 million ways. It's just like people just the same thing, just different stories, different ways. And I want to bring my own story. I want to share my own experiences, and that's the beauty of YouTube and like content creation, because you get to share your own perspective and your lessons, And excuse me, I'm a little bit sick, and like I have like a runny nose, but we gotta push through. Like I'm not gonna stop. And this video is gonna be unedited, and I just want to keep it like this because it is what it is. But Regarding other things like fitness related, I've been getting really leaner. Like a couple months ago, I made a video on like how I'm gonna get lean, and at the time I was on the carnivore diet, and it was going good. Honestly, I made a lot of progress, but the issue was that my testosterone tanked, and I made a video on that, and after that I reverted back to my old diet, and since then, especially 46 days ago, because I'm doing 75 hard. I don't know if you know what the challenge is. Pretty much, working out 2 times a day, reading 10 pages a day, a gallon of water, a progress picture, no cheat meals, and like that's it. I think that's 75 hard, I think. Yeah. So I've been doing that pretty much. I'm day 46, like 29 more days to go, and I've lost a lot of body fat. I look way more leaner, and it's just things are going good, So fitness-wise, I'm making a lot of progress. And I'm really excited to also share this journey with me, because I feel like a lot of people can actually get a lot of use from this. And I'm talking as I'm getting cooked in my room. I'm sitting in front of my light, and it just cooks me, But again, we are pushing through, And yeah, fitness has been going good, and I've been mainly focused on my coaching business. I've been growing that, and there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to do, but I'm really excited for the journey. And this is the beautiful part, the process is the price. So we gotta always look forward to that. And regarding the other aspects, I feel like with authenticity, with my content, I felt like I wasn't really at times being myself. And there's been times that I met people and people close to me that they were saying bro, this is not you, the content that you're making. It's not necessarily the topics, but the way I was demonstrating myself, the energy that I was bringing was you're kind of being negative. You're being too non-friendly, and this is just not you. And I was that's true. That's true. I'm gonna be honest. There's just, I've been kind of trying to give this certain image, at least on YouTube, and it just doesn't feel right. And I felt maybe I was bringing a different version of myself, but I felt that's just on me. I wasn't really someone to put other people down, in real life. And I felt at times I was doing that, So I was that's not me, So I want to be more encouraging. Again, it doesn't mean I'm going to be faking and just wishy-washy things and saying people, oh, everything is going good, blah, 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 blah. I'm not like that, but I'm not going to certainly put people down and shit on people, because I feel I was doing that in some of my videos, and there's just something that I don't want to do, because whenever you do that, it just shows your insecurities, and I just don't want to do that, it just doesn't feel comfortable for me, and it's not authentic, because authenticity is super important, and if you're not being yourself, truly, genuinely yourself, it's just, there's you're being a clone, and when you're being a clone, everybody can replace you. So that's the move with authenticity. I just want to really be genuine. I want to be open. I just want to be my real self, honestly. That's the move from now on. And some other stuff that I've been I know it's a life update video. Some of the things that I've covered, let me see. Life-wise, I've been just locked in with work, content, fitness. That's been my mainly focus right now. Dating-wise, I remember maybe this was 2 years ago, I made a video that I was saying I was kind of taking a break. I wasn't really meeting girls. It was right after my last breakup, and I felt right now I was going through a similar phase, especially after June, after June pretty much. I kind of cut off every single female. I was I just want to lock in, and I did that for almost a month and a half, and 2 weeks ago or last week, I kind of your boy was kind of bored, so I hit up certain females, and I went out, and it was just 2 times, and then I just kind of stopped doing that, and I felt it's just a distraction at the end of the day, and I shouldn't really distracted me, because I feel I gotta keep more promises to myself, at times, again, I don't really watch porn, or I don't really do weird stuff like that. I don't touch myself. That's very, very rainbow, so it's just not me, and I feel some guys are doing that. I don't really support that. I don't think guys should be doing that, but whenever you go a month or 2, 3 months, a couple months without doing anything, you just kind of get tempted, and I let it get the best out of me. But I feel I've been more focused on kind of transmuting that sexual energy, because I feel if you don't do that as a man, if you let your sexual things get the best out of you, bro, you're weak, no matter how muscle and jacked you're, how much you can fight, if you can't control that, you're weak. And so I've been kind of focused on that, because I used to be way better at transmuting my sexual energy, but now I'm way better at that. I'm improved in that, and sometimes things happen, you get tempted, you make mistakes, but we move, and that's one of the reasons, again, I want to be open and transparent with this type of stuff. And I feel like a lot of people can relate. They probably make similar mistakes. They let like their lower self get the best out of themselves, and that's what it is. Like we're all about like learning and improving. And yeah, that was just some of the things that I've gone through, like regarding like dating and stuff. I don't even honestly know what do I want. Like I know a lot of times we're like, oh yeah, like I don't want a relationship. I don't want to be like, with one girl right now. I just want to be, having fun. And then when you're having fun, it's just like, is this for me? Like it's kind of like a weird thing that I gotta be more decisive on, because earlier 2024, I was like going out a lot, like especially the first 6 months of the year, I was going a lot of dates. I had a lot of good experiences, I can't complain, but I don't know, like it just wasn't fulfilling. Like, and now you may say, oh yeah, bro, like bro thought like he's gonna be like, happy, blah 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 blah, doing this, doing that. But it kind of gives you like a wider perspective that you're like, okay, like this type of person may not fit my lifestyle. It really teaches you more about yourself, not besides the experiences and the fun experiences, the things you go through with the females. But I think it teaches you a lot about yourself and your needs and your preferences, not necessarily physically, but more of like a mindset and like how you connect with people. It really opens you up. And I feel like at times you gotta also pull away from things so you can kind of reflect on what you learned. And I'm in that process right now, because I'm gonna be lying to you if I said like, oh, I know, like I want to be like be serious with somebody. Like I want to think more long term with like relationships and stuff. But I also feel like it may not be the right time. But also another thing, like you see, like I'm just undecisive with this type of topics, because I feel like sometimes you're like, oh, like it's good to grow with somebody, to grow like, when you're like starting when you're younger, and then you can build with her. And then there's another things that issue going to be holding you back, or you're going to miss out on a lot of experiences. Like there's a lot of these topics, and I feel like a lot of people may be decisive on this, and I personally feel like I'm still learning. It's kind of like a difficult topic, honestly, especially in LA. There are a lot of good girls. There are also a lot of like weird, like down bad girls. It's just all about your perception and how you see them. But definitely you can find a lot of great girls. I think it's just about the timing. And I genuinely don't know when I'm going to start like thinking more long term, and being like more committed to like a certain like one girl. But I'm going to keep you guys updated, because I'm not really sure about right now. Like I don't want to just say some weird things to you guys, and just lie just for the sake of looking like, like I know everything, because I'm not, like I don't know it. And a lot of people that they preach a lot of these things, they're like, oh, like you gotta sleep with like 200 girls or 300 girls, or they say, oh, you have to be with one girl with forever. I don't really think it's like as black and white as that. I feel like there is more to it. There is more to like both things. You cannot just say it. Like life in general is not black and white. It's like a huge gray area, and everything in life is interconnected, And I used to be kind of more of this black and white guy, and I think genuinely it's more of a gray area, because if you like, I've been watching this like YouTuber, his name is Nero. A lot of these topics that he's been talking, like I had an understanding of even years ago. I used to watch videos like this, and it just was hard for me to kind of make it and simpler to understand, and he did a great job. His name is like Nero, and his channel's name is Nero Knowledge or something like that. And he really goes in depth like about quantum physics and like how a universe and like God and all this type of works, these things work. And then he was mentioning that like on a quantum physics level, everything is the same. Everything comes from the same source. Like pretty much, if you kind of ignore the physical reality from what we see, everything is the same. There is no duality. Everything is one. And duality is a very like a third dimensional thing, and it's just everybody's technically the same. Like he was saying, pretty much like imagine water bottles, 3 different water bottles, like they're like different colors, but the water inside it is the same. Humans are pretty much the same. Everything on our planet and our universe is the same. It's just physically, like from what we see with our eyes, it looks different. But again, with our eyes, we can barely see anything. It's like below 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum we can see with our eyes. And imagine the things that we can't see. So pretty much, long story short, we don't really see shit. And everything is pretty much the same, like on a quantum physics level, but it's just we kind of see different things like on the third dimension, So I feel like everything is not black and white, you know. Same with feminine, masculine, all these type of things. Even with dating, again, as I said before, a lot of us are like, oh, like you have to be with this one person forever, or some people saying you have to sleep with 500 girls. I don't think it's like that. I think you need to kind of get to know yourself more, not necessarily going out with like random chicks or whatever, but I would say more knowledge, kind of have a better understanding of life. And for some people, it may be meeting different girls, or for some people, it may be staying with one person. I don't know the answer. And people who say that there's this one thing, it's kind of hard to say it, because a lot of people that I say they keep preaching, or they've been like, they're with one person, but their whole history is like being with too many girls, or about some people that they've been with one person, they end up cheating on their partner, and they're like, it's like, who should I believe? I think at the end of the day, it's about you creating the desired reality that you want, something that's authentic to you. And it's not a black and white thing, so I know I got a bit of a deep topics right now, but I hope you resonate, because I feel like a lot of us kind of confused in this kind of topics, and we should be more open, because I feel like it would help more people. And regarding what's next with my content, because I've been yapping a lot, I'm gonna definitely post more content like this, more more authentic of myself, because I feel like sometimes I was not really opening up too much with my content, even though I have a lot of videos. I was looking at my content, I'm like, I don't really know much about myself from my content. I'm like, I put myself as my viewer, and I'm like, I don't really know much about myself. And that was weird, even though I had like hundreds of videos. I was like, that's not good. I was like, there's a reason that people they're not really connecting with you, because if you can't connect with yourself, with your own content, when you're watching it, you're like, I don't really know what this guy is about. Like it's hard. Like I have videos about that. I can't talk about my principles and my beliefs. I have like videos like that, but I feel like I need to go more in depth. And this is the type of video like I feel like I missed making, because it just allows me to go really in depth with what I think. And like honestly, I think we just need to go for it, like go for what we want. And this is something that I wanted to do for a minute after the podcast stuff. So I think the future is gonna be bright. The future is bright. Remember that like whatever you want to do, you need to like mentally align yourself first, and then the physical, the external world is gonna catch up to you. So that's a principle that I also ignored for a long time. I was trying to kind of force everything from the physical world, kind of like force things to happen, like just hard work, and I was like, sometimes you gotta take a step back, think, align yourself mentally, your identity, the way you think and you feel, your ideas, your principles, all those things matter. They matter much more. And your mental state, like your vibrational state, because again, it's all physics, and like what kind of an energy you portray. That aura they say, it's all about your vibration, So that's what I wanted to make this video, like a little update video. And I hope like you guys enjoyed it. I know it's been a minute that I made a video like this, but let me know what you think. I know I cover different type of topics, fitness, dating, self-development, content, all these type of things. But I really want to see what you guys think. I want to see what type of path you're on. And listen, if you resonate with my message, I stand for abundance through excellence. And that's my message, So if you resonate with that, feel free to like and sub. If you don't want to, it's okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.